guess this is part of Trout University's cooking school, is that right? Anyway, I have today for you a very easy to make biscuit recipe. It's really easy, so no worries. So what do you need to do? I'd start by preheating my oven to 425, right? I think that's good. Yeah, get the oven preheated to 425, that's pretty good. The other thing you might do, I always do biscuits in a cast iron skillet because that's really the only good way to make biscuits is in a cast iron skillet. Heats evenly. It's a really wonderful piece of cooking equipment. And then what I usually do is I grease the bottom of the skillet before I get going. Yeah, make sure you keep your cat away from it, because I got a cat who likes to lick the bottom of skillets, so keep that away. But I grease the bottom of it. You can use whatever you want. A little lard ain't bad, but butter works great. So if you want to grease the bottom of your skillet. So grease your skillet, set your oven 425, and then combine your dry ingredients. And I have here 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Let's see, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of kosher salt, teaspoon of sugar, tablespoon of baking powder. And that's all your dry ingredients. That's really all you need to know. Right there. You notice I put them in all these nice little fancy bowls because Kathy, who's filming this right now, could not bear to watch me try to measure this out. So there you go, all your dry ingredients. Put them all in there. Seems nice and neat. Mix them up. All right, next thing I do then is butter. I keep it in the freezer, keep it cold. Get it nice and cold before you get started. Then I cube it. We got butter today at the grocery store. That was really exciting. Didn't have butter for a while. Was on a butter Jones. Didn't really know what to do about it. I just cube it like this. So just go. Don't cut yourself. Nice, neat cubes. Yeah. You know, about that size is good. All right, cubed butter. Put that in your dry ingredients. Yep, that's a whole stick of butter. Hey, that's how it works, man. Good stick of butter. Sue Trout had all kinds of nice things to say about her students while she was making stuff. You know, anyway, I have nice things to say about students, nice things to say about students, you know, all that sort of good stuff. So here's what I do once I get that in there. Is I just use, you know, thumb and forefinger here and just mash up, right, into like little sort of squashed pellets. All that cubed butter that you put in there. It takes a minute, but it's worth it. I've seen people use like a food processor or something, but come on, man. Why would you do that? That would be terrible.
Then you have to wash it after.
Yeah, that's true. You have to wash it. Who wants to wash anything, man? So, you know, just mash all this up real good. Let's see, keep mashing. The thing about biscuits is that you don't want to, you want, especially your butter to be really cold. You want and you don't want to overwork this stuff, right? I think that's a big problem. Would be to overwork it. It has to be, you know, so sort of loose. I'm doing this faster than I usually would. I'm gonna slow down. It's a nice meditative kind of thing. I like cooking a lot. 'Cause, you know, just sort of meditate. You think about existence, you know? Why are there subject and object relations? Why is there American thought? Do Americans think? That's what somebody said to me once, you know, at some pretentious conference. They're like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I study American intellectual history. And they're like, that's a thing? There are thinkers in the United States of America? Like, yeah, you know, we have a few of those. Yeah, people thought in America. Don't even get me started when I told somebody that I did Southern intellectual history. That should really grind Sue's gears. Yes, there are thinkers in the South. They think about ideas just like anybody else. There's a lot to think about in the South while you're making biscuits. You know, this weird region of ours. So, you know, you see I'm still going here. I keep it mixed up nice, you know. That's pretty good. See, so what you're gonna have here is like a sort of pellet thing here. Because the idea is that you want to have these really visible layers of butter in it, you know? Because that's the thing that gives it that good, flaky biscuit goodness, right? The fact that it's a layered enterprise. All right, that's pretty good. So I generally just make like a little hole here, like you were making pasta or something, you know? And I'm gonna start with 3/4 cup of milk. Buttermilk would be good, but I don't have any of that. But, you know, I mean, I just got butter. So here's 3/4 cup of milk. And you know, you may have to add it depending upon the consistency of the dough. But you can do this with your hands if you want to get sloppy. I just use a wooden spoon to work it. You don't, because you just, again, you don't want that butter to get melted. You don't want stuff to, you know, get too worked over. So you're gonna mix this into a sort of dough. Right. Just like that, that's nice. This is actually not dissimilar from, there's some differences, but some of you all have had my apple pie, and I'm a big crust person. Of course, my apple pie does not ever come close to the apple pie of the lead professor of this particular university, that is Professor Susan Trout. But, see, that's pretty nice. And so, generally how I do it then is just get this into a manageable hunk. Like I said, though, you don't want to overwork it, because you got to have those pats of butter that are in there need to be visible. I just get it to where it's together. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty nice. See, you can see the butter. Can you see the butter in there? Kinda? With your phone, Mama?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. See, I'm actually trying not, you can already see it starting to flake. That's good. You don't want to overwork it. So, got my handy dandy dealy thing here. Just got a little, AP flour on the old work surface. There you go. Oh, that was loud. Okay, so no rolling pins, none of that business, right? Just get it to a good workable width. So I don't know if you can see the width there, but that's a pretty good width for what you want. Boy, look at all that butter you can see in there. Take a look at that. All right, isn't that nice? Mm-hmm. That's gonna make sure that it rises and that you get a good flaky biscuit. All right, I'm gonna use one of these. I don't know. Yeah, I'll use this one. I think those are still a little too thick. I'll go with there. Gotta give them room to rise, man.
How many biscuits does this make?
Oh, let's see. I don't know, probably, I think I'm using this big one though. You know, I usually use the smaller one. Should we use the smaller one? No? Yeah? You know.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't. This isn't gonna make a whole lot. Alright. See? I don't know, it's probably 4 or 5. Yeah. I ain't making for an army. I ain't making biscuits for an army.
And you should put them close together like that.
Yeah, you want them touching. That's kind of good. You can bring it back together. The ones you bring back together are never as cool, as the ones you started with. So these are going to be sort of weird, deformed ones that always are going to end up on the edges. But that's cool, man. Don't worry about it. It's going to be delicious anyway, even if it's weird looking. You know? Weird things are good too. We live in a democracy. If you can't live in a democracy and allow weird things their place, what do you got? You got nothing. Might as well just live in some sort of fascist state. That's good. Oh yeah. Oh, I can get. What do you think? I think one more. Yeah, that was gonna be really weird. Weird's good. Okay, but that's nice. I like them all together like that. There, see? All right, 425 in your oven. How long do you put those in? Man, I don't know. I've never really measured the time. I just look at them through my dirty oven window over there and see.
Gross.
They start to rise, and they look right. They get a little golden at the top. That kind of thing. So anyway, we'll pause it there for now, and then we'll come back and you'll see the finished product. Well, all right, we're back. I just took them out of the oven. I don't know, we're gonna take a. They look okay. I'd give myself like a B+ on those. I've got a better rise out of them before, but if you look there, that's pretty nice. Right? It's got a nice flakiness about it. I like the crispy bottom like that too. So yeah, that's pretty yummy looking, to be honest. I'd like to get a little better rise, but hey, what are you gonna do, man? Nobody's perfect. Actually, let's bust one open. It's hot. These are still pretty hot. I mean, I just got them out. But that's a nice flaky biscuit. Oh, sweet Lord. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I mean, I think that'll be pretty tasty. I mean, would I have liked them to rise more? Yeah, I would have. But I'm not going to complain. I mean, you put a little jam on that, or whatever. It's going to be pretty tasty. Or actually, what I'm thinking about doing is getting some chicken tenders and frying those up and making myself a chicken biscuit. It sounds pretty good, doesn't it? It really does. So anyway, I think that's a pretty good biscuit recipe. They look pretty good, really. I mean, that's good Southern biscuits right there. So it's easy, it's quick, it's enjoyable, it's meditative, it's food during the plague. So I'm glad I could be a part of this, and thanks, Sue, for including me. That's all I got.